Hey everybody, it's Rachel here with Two Ears Are Better Than One, and today I wanted to do a quick video of my initial reactions to the new Marvel M90 processors from Advanced Bionics. I've had mine for 2 days now, and so that's not a whole lot of time to use it, but I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of excitement about this that I wanted to share with you guys quickly. So first of all, I got activated with these 2 days ago, keeping in mind that my previous processors were the Q90 series, so it's one generation older than the M90. The first thing that I noticed was that these M90s are now wireless for programming. So there's no more cable to have to be hooked up to the audiologist computer. I literally was sitting down and just literally had to take off the battery, put it back on, and I was connected to the audiologist computer. I could have moved around all I wanted, nothing to restrict me. So that was actually really, really cool. The fitting actually was super fast. I think it took maybe 10 minutes at most to have these new processors up and running. And as well, during the programming session, everything was happening live. So the audiologist could make some tweaks here and there, and I could sense exactly what was happening and determine right away whether or not I liked it. So there was no more making a change and then having to sit and wait for the processor to come back on to be able to actually test and see how it sounds. So that was really, really cool. Aesthetically, the new processors have a curved battery, so you can see here the battery is now very curved. It's actually really designed to fit around the ear much better than the previous processors, and I find it does not fall off. I haven't had my processor fall off at all, which is pretty impressive. It's a little bit lighter weight too. The headpiece as well is super, super thin. I'm wearing a hat. Before, if I would wear a hat, I would tend to knock off my headpieces pretty often. This way, my ponytail is more of a pain than my headpieces. I just literally, the hat's on, I knocked that off there, but see, the processor, headpieces, everything stays in place nice and easy. So I really, really like that slimmer headpiece that we have now with the Slim HP. I'd say it's most significantly noticeable, like with hat wearing or even just brushing your hand over your head. You don't notice a bump quite as much. So that's really cool. I love that. Let's see what else. As soon as I put the processors on, they're on. There's no more pause for waiting for it to connect to the implant, especially like in the morning when you put your battery on and you put the processor on for the first time. There's always a little bit of a delay there. Not a huge delay, but it's noticeable. Now it's instant. Same thing with program changes. I can change in my programs and it's instantaneous. There's no, hang on a second, I gotta wait for my program to change. Okay, now you can talk. Now it's like I change the program and immediately. Speaking of programming, the new Autosense OS is incredible. I've never been a fan of automatic programming settings because I always noticed when things were happening, and I just didn't find that I really enjoyed it that much. So I tended to go with no filters, no programs, or no automatic programs, and I would change the programs as I deemed fit. I've been using the Autosense 3.0 for the 2 days now, and I don't even notice when it's making those changes. It is happening because I do find that even in those noisier environments, my mics have switched to focusing on what's in front of me versus behind me, those kind of things. But it is almost completely imperceptible, those changes that are being made. So that is absolutely incredible. Streaming is phenomenal. This is hands down my absolute best, most favorite feature so far. I'm streaming from my phone constantly, whether that is music, phone calls, podcasts, videos. I'm having something streamed to my head all the time. Music is incredible. I am hearing in stereo now. I've been using the CI Connects with my Q90s, which did not allow for stereo streaming, so it was a mono signal. Stereo gives such immense depth to what you hear. So when you're listening to music, it feels like you are sitting in the middle of the concert, and you're hearing the music to the left and to the right and in front of you, and you're hearing everything so distinctly. It's actually addicting. I don't want to stop streaming, so that's how good it is. And I will say that music sounds so close to what it used to. I've always enjoyed music with my CIs. It's with practice and stuff, it got a lot better. Now it is just, it literally is, it moved me. I was sitting in my car and it was just, I just felt dumbfounded. It was that impressive. I'm hearing the texture in people's voices when they're singing. The clarity of the lyrics is phenomenal. Day-to-day listening, I don't notice a huge difference between my Q90s, with the exception of everything being so seamless. I do feel like I'm hearing better though. That's subjective, of course. I have not been tested to see what my comprehension is in comparison, but I do feel like things sound a little bit crisper, and I feel like I'm not missing things quite as much as I did before. And I think a lot of that has to do with the new filtering options that are available. But again, I don't feel like I'm being filtered, which is awesome. Oh, the battery life. I use my processor nonstop because I needed to see how long the battery was going to last me. And I think I got 21 hours with my right one and 23 with my left. And that was probably streaming about 12 hours at least, because like I said, I was streaming nonstop, and that's on a medium battery. So before, my medium batteries would last me 17 hours, give or take. So I'm getting significantly more battery life out of these, the new processors. So anyways, I'm really thrilled with how things are going with the new Marvels. I have a feeling that I'm going to continue to notice improvements over the next little while, but this is just a quick first reaction of what I've experienced so far. So I'm loving it. I hope you guys get a chance to try it too. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me a comment below. Like and subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye.